Influencers? What do you mean? Like,
Well, people that they're fighting, but they're not real fighters. If that, I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but you know what I mean.
I'm gonna put it in like layman's terms. They're all the same skill level, right? Because if they don't have like 60 amateur fights, and then like 23 professional fights, brother.
So you're saying Jake, KSI, Alex Wasabi, all the same?
Bro, I don't even, bro.
You don't know the last one, do you?
None of them, bro. And when it comes to boxing is just different, man. It's just different, you know. It's like
you said that's your most natural state.
Yeah, and I also got 50 pro fights, you know. It's not for nothing. All the amateur ones I got and stuff like that. It's just different. It's not, you know, a guy that's been doing it 4 or 5 years. I mean, if there was such a freak athlete, they'd be out there knocking motherfuckers dead left and right and fucking do the Mike Tyson thing and then go run the bag up.
I feel like Jake's the closest one to be doing that.
Yeah. Jake out of the pack, I think is definitely his improvements from when I first saw him to like right now. His improvements are through the roof, and now we're gonna get a great test. You know, I think this is a good test for him to see where he's really at. You know, cardio wise, everything wise. You know, Nate has so much experience, but he's also catching Nate on the way downside. You know, so I think there's a lot of pluses for Jake, but Nate's Nate. The deeper that fight goes, I mean, it's gonna be a fight.
So if you had to put your money on one, who would it be?
How many rounds is it again? Like, I saw it keep changing.
I think 8.
10? 8? 10?
10?
10 now? I mean, that definitely helps.
Who would that help for?
I don't know because Jake's already gone 10 rounds, you know?
Yeah. Does Nate get tired? Yeah?
It's boxing, you know? It's not that he gets tired, but we're having him come into a brand new sport, you know? So
but I feel like he's really good throwing.
Yeah, he is. This is, I think, one of, like, Nate's really good off BJJ, like with the gi, a stud, and in boxing and another stud. So this is something that fits into his wheelhouse real good. Like if it was a Muay Thai fight or a wrestling match, nah. But this is like really good for him. But I don't know. It's his first one, you know. That's the thing, you know. I think I could see him wearing down Jake after second, third round, getting his timing in there, and really starting to make it like a dogfight, you know, and then. It's like once Nate gets your timing and his engine's already going, he's a fucking problem, bro. And especially in boxing, and people are not going to be able to take him down and wrap him up. He might be a fucking nightmare, you know? So Jake has to be prepared to fucking stick and move.
I'm excited to see where that goes. I really am. I want to see how Jake's going to take the punches, but also he's kind of proven with all of his other matches that he has a strong jaw.
Yeah.
Do you think Nate would be able to take those hits that Jake was knocking people out with?
Maybe not present day Nate, but I know Nate in his prime for a fact. Because Nate in his prime was getting hit with a baseball bat to the face and he'd walk through, you know, getting hit with elbows, knees, and shins. You know, now he's got a lot more wear damage. He had to deal with me for 3 rounds. And then, you know.
Oh, so how did it feel getting like hit in the face of them? Do you feel like that's something that Jake's going to be able to take? You took it, so do you think he could take it?
I didn't think that Nate had power, but also I know how Nate works. He's just throwing, like, he wants to get you on the accumulation side. He's just peppering you, and then he might throw a hard one. I didn't get to feel him hit me with, like, a hard one. He did hit me with, like, a 2 and a 3 piece, and he didn't have power, you know, but I can't judge him off that because I went to the body early on him and I stayed on the body on him and I hurt him to the body often. I dropped him in. And that takes literally your power away from your legs, your punches, everything, you know. So I didn't feel he had a lot of pop. I think Jake could deal with the power, but it's the accumulation, the punches and bunches. When he gets a rhythm, Nate starts to, you know, play at first, and then he's trying to get the rhythm. And now once he has his rhythm and he starts stepping outside of him and feinting and then going and then going and then feinting and then going, he's going to have Jake on the back foot thinking, and that thinking makes you wear energy, you know. And once Nate gets in, like, that choo-choo train mode, he could throw a lot. But also, Jake could catch him with a counter, man. I've seen him do it, and that's what I was going to say. The first time he fought Woodley, I was like, The second time he fought him, though, was short notice for Woodley. He did considerably better, you know. And then even though he lost in the Tyson Fury fight, there's been a lot of improvement. Not Tyson Fury, I'm sorry.
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury.